Hi everyone, welcome to Fearlessly Fit's coaching preview. I am Charlene Irving, a fit mom of two boys. Before getting started, I would like to share with you a little bit about our team. Fearlessly Fit is ranked top 50 of the company. We are a team comprised of 600 women who are helping others get healthy, as well as earn income from the privacy of their own home. Today we'll be sharing with you how we earn income, what do we do throughout the day, any hesitations we may have had before beginning coaching, what trainings will be provided for you, what teams you'll be a part of, and then later on you'll hear from our wonderful fearless leader Jess Dukes and her story. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you my story. I became a Beachbody coach February of last year, 2015. Prior to that, I worked at JP Morgan Chase corporate office, and I remember I used to take my little baby with me to work every single day. I was actually, when I was pregnant with him at work, I eventually went on maternity leave. I was given maternity leave with no pay, so it was a really big struggle. And then I had to return to work when he was 2 months. If I didn't, I would have definitely got fired. I didn't have like great benefits and things of that nature. At the time, I didn't really have anyone to help me to watch him because his dad had to work as well. So unfortunately, I had to bring him to work with me every day. I had to basically work a job to pay a stranger to take care of my son. And that was like the most devastating thing. Only time I would have with him is traveling to work as well as coming home from work. That was the time that we both shared. And those moments went by way too fast, and it just wasn't enough. Like, when we would come home, I would get home about 6 or 7 p.m. I would have to feed him, give him a bath, and put him right in bed and get ready to do the same thing over the next day. And that's not a life that I wanted to live. I knew that I eventually wanted more out of life, and I wanted to have more freedom and more time with my son. So basically, I'm going to go back a little bit more. When I was actually pregnant, I was diagnosed with preeclampsia, which is high pressure in pregnant women, and I also had gestational diabetes. So I was high risk for my entire pregnancy, for both pregnancies. And also, I had a really complicated birth, and I had to give both of my kids were in the NICU, which is ICU for babies. And it was just really devastating having to leave them there. Even when I was released from the hospital, they were still there, and having all these medical bills and things pile up and things of that nature. Like, my job didn't cover that. So to make a long story short, I left corporate America, and I decided to do Beachbody as a coach full time. And that happened because after I gave birth, I was actually a diabetic. I was pre-diabetic because it runs in my family. And the doctor told me that I had to go on a strict diet, I had to eat clean, and I had to exercise daily. So I knew that it was hard, it was something new to me, so I created an Instagram account. And my coach stumbled upon me, and she invited me to her challenge group. And ever since then, my life has been changed forever. The challenge group really helped me to stay accountable. It helped me so much, and it helped me stay on track as far as my health and my fitness. And I knew that challenge group ended in a month, and it just wasn't enough. So I kept asking her to join her next challenge group, join the next one, and the next one. But then I realized that being a part of a team, that was the one thing that was ongoing, and that would be forever. Having a fit family and people that are close to you and rooting for you, that really is what made me stay and decide to coach. And I also want to pay it forward. What the love and support that I received and the accountability, I want to provide that for others and to help them live a healthier life. Because after joining Beachbody and starting my journey, I was no longer a diabetic. So I knew I had to pay it forward. So basically, after becoming a coach, the beautiful thing about coaching and what it has done for me is that it has provided me with more freedom with my children. I'm allowed to be with them all day. I create my own hours. I don't have to, take time off from work to vacation and do things like that. I can do it whenever I want to. I can basically work while I'm traveling, while I am going on vacation. And the beautiful thing about it is I'm able to go to my son's functions at school. He has like monthly functions. And it's really sad to see that, there's many parents that are not there. I'm like one of the only faces that's always reoccurring because I'm able to be there. I'm able to go with him on school trips. I'm able to be the first face that he sees when he wakes up in the morning. Both of my kids, my oldest son, I'm the first face he sees when he comes home from school. I don't have to rush out the door I can do things at a more slow pace. We get to do a lot of family things together. I like to take them to open play and mommy and me classes. We do a lot of activities with other children, and we just get to play a lot. Like, I know that sounds silly, but like, I'm a big kid and I get to play with my kids. Like, I basically get to stay home, earn income, and the money that I'm earning, I use it to take my kids out, and they have a wonderful time. And at the end of the day, they're spending so much time with me, and that's all I ever really wanted. So that's what Beachbody has done for me. Another thing that Beachbody has done, there's been so many times in the past where I really struggled with literally buying groceries. I know that may sound like really sad and kind of pathetic because it's like, who can't afford groceries? But like, when you have children and you're not making a great income, it's wonderful to have outside business where you can earn money to buy groceries and afford things. And we've had extra money to pay for outings, pay for groceries. I've been able to cut down on some of my consumer debt because I was in a lot of consumer debt. I also graduated from college, from a 5-year college, and I owe a tremendous amount of money for loans. I've been able to cut down a lot of that through Beachbody. It's just really, really helped me change my life, and I just really want to pay it forward. And we all want to pay it forward. All the coaches in this group are hoping that you guys can get something out of coaching as well, and that you're able to cut down on your debt and be home with your family. And even if you don't have children now, if you plan to have a family in the future, you don't have to worry about how are you going to provide for them financially and still be at home and be present. That's the most important thing to me, is being present, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to do so. And if it wasn't for Beachbody, honestly, I would not have this kind of lifestyle. I would still be working in corporate America for JP Morgan Chase Corporate. And I'm not saying it's a bad company, but I will be doing something I didn't like, and I'll be basically making money for someone else to take care of my children. And I don't want that. I don't want that for myself at all. I have great aspirations and dreams, and I know that continuing with Beachbody, I will be able to buy my dream home someday. And I plan to have a garden. That's one of my biggest dreams. I really want to have a garden, grow fruits and vegetables, a big area for my children to play. And I just know that that's going to happen. And another thing personally, besides the accountability and health factor of being a part of Beachbody, the team is amazing. You have people that are literally rooting for you, that are there to inspire you and push you. They want you to see you do better. We create vision boards and we talk about dreams and goals. And it just really, really helps to have something to go after and people to go after it with, and also people pushing and rooting for you. It's a really, really amazing community. Lots of support and encouragement, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I hope you guys join us. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the preview.